So here I would like to go through very quickly 4 topics. One is the important role of dams and reservoirs. There are so many papers, but we still necessary to remember the important role of dams and reservoirs. Second, we focus on dam safety. What's the main task for the future? And third, I would like to introduce dam safety evaluation, concrete dam safety evaluation in China, what we have done. And last, I would like to introduce the development in cemented material dams. So this world is developing very quickly. The population growth and the socio-economic development give us very high requirements on water security, food and energy security, and ecological security. So the situation is very challenging for the developing countries. So one is the fresh water availability per capita is less and less, especially for some special area in the world. And also some areas, suffering the water stress, hazards, and droughts. So glacier melting and extreme weather events, floods and droughts. All of this, we need more reservoirs, more dams to do the regulation of water, of the natural water. So this is some photo in China. So in China, also we suffering droughts and floods. So even we have the most of the dams in the world. We have so many dams everywhere, but we still need new dams, new reservoirs in the future. And also we have make the calculation, with the storage capacity per capita, compare with the HDI. HDI is Human Development Index. And also we investigate on the hydropower capacity, make the similar calculation with the relationship with the HDI. So we found that the developing country, for example, China, is also needs work very hard to create water storage, to create hydropower development. So that's the basic conclusion. For China, we are a developing country. For even we have the most number in the largest number in the world of reservoirs and dams. So we issued the World Declaration in the year 2012 for the water storage for sustainable development. We just highlight the sustainable development of dams and reservoirs and other water storage facilities. So these are the strategic importance for developed countries and also for the developing countries. So in the developing country, usually we have to fight with the disasters, flood disasters, and fight with the drought disasters. But if we have reliable and enough water storage facility, we will welcome the floods, because that means resources. So the basic idea is that we should contribute more water storage infrastructure, and also to increase the reliability of the dam safety. So the second is, I would like to go through on the new ideas on dam safety. We're suffering dam failure these days. So here is the photos from the USA in the year 2020. There are 2 dams failed. Of course, in China, each year we have dam failure cases. And also another one is the loss in Laos. These very famous examples. And in China, each year we have dam failure cases, and also we have the deck failure cases also during the flood season. So each year, the governments pay much more attention to against the floods. So that means the water storage facility is not enough and not so reliable. So we should go forward on this direction. So our president, our echoed president, Mr. Rogers, has done a very good, very excellent jobs. He issued the dam safety world declaration. We fully agree on the core parts of these declarations. So we think it's very, very important. Bad dams for better world. But the first, we should have safe dams to guarantee the safety of the people downstreams. So there is so many dam failure cases. In China, we have more than 3,500 dam failure cases. And also in USA, there are about 2,000 dam cases. Failure cases. But if we make the comparison between the embankment dams and concrete dams, is quite different. The dam failing is quite different. So for the people downstreams, the concrete dams is much safer. So this one is the concrete dams in Taiwan of China, is gravity dams, suffering the very high degree earthquake in the year 1999. It is cracked, but the reservoir, there is no very danger risk for the downstream because the water flow is very slowly. Another cases in China is a bunch of embankment dams with the dam height 24.5 meters high, but the water reach very high the floods only in 2 hours after the dam failure. So thousands people downstream has been dead, suffering of these big disasters. And also for very, very high dams, there is an example in the former Soviet Union, Sanyang-Shunsk high gravity arch dams. It's suffered the major leakage accident during its first impoundment in 1990. These very high dams, there is so many very, very high dams in operation and under construction. In China, we have more than 22 dams higher than 200 meters. So we have to pay much more attention for this kind of dams, because if there is a leakage accident during operation or during the first impoundment, we will suffer very much because it's very difficult to deal with the leakage problems in the very, very deep underwater. So if we check the cases, dam failure cases, we find that the main problem is on cognition. So the challenging issue, the challenging factors is uncertainty. Uncertainty there is three cases. One is randomicity. The reliability design or analysis can be used to deal with these problems, and also the fuzzification. That means a safety coefficient method can be used to deal with this problem. But we facing uncognition issues, uncognition factors. For example, for old dams, for dangerous dams, for ultra-high dams, there are uncognition factors. So we have to pay much more attention for these parts, because this cannot be dealt with according to the experiences, what we have what we have achieved in the past. Another idea is that, you know, for the traditional design, we can guarantee the dam safety because it's under the design under loading cases for the design loading cases. But for earthquake, for big floods, for very old dams with problems, with incidents, sometimes, you know, we have problems for the dams in the Banqiao, for the situation in the Taiwan, the Shigang dams. That's one is the earthquake, one is the big floods. So overtopping floods has been met with. So in this case, we have to think about the intrinsic safety. That means the dam is safe, or the risk is very, very low for the people downstream, even for the overtopping situation. So we have to work out new structure with the function optimum design methods to achieve economically reasonable, technically feasible, and environmental friendly the solution. So that means we have to work on the facing the risks. So that means performance-based design from the performance design based design to the risk-based design or risk-informed design. So we have to optimize the material, optimize the structure, optimize the construction procedure to work together to jointly to achieve intrinsic safety, to achieve the better design at any time the people downstream in a safe situation. Another data is that in the risk probability process of dam structural failure, if we make the calculation of the dam failure, is for very accurately follow this curve. That means in the storage period there are problems. In the late period there are problems. So for this period we have to pay much more attention. In other words, most of the dams, now go into the late periods. So we have to be careful to make the calculation, to make the evaluation for the dam safety. So we have the example for the concrete dam safety evaluation. So we want to for your reference. These dams is Fengman dams. Is built in the 1937, impounded in 1944, and finished in 1953. The dam height is 91.7 meters. Is the concrete gravity dam, but this dam has a lot of problems from the very beginning of the construction. So whether or not the dam is safe, these arguments between different engineers. So I was the engineer assigned by the government to make the evaluation for this dam, to tell whether or not this dam is safe and how to deal with the dam in the future. So this work finished in the year 2003, and with Mr. Child. Mr. Child also joined us. So we work on an analyze system to do the safety evaluation. So we calculate with the finite element methods. We use the finite element methods. We simulate from 1970s, from 1937, from the first blocks construction, and simulates all of the procedure, the material, the structure, and to make the calculation, the stress, the deformation, the displacement, with the monitoring results. We adjust the parameters of the material, and then we can get the calculation. The results is similar with the monitor the results. So in this case, we can overloading the water pressure, and to get the coefficients of the safety. So review the formal safety evaluation, analysis the common problems of aged dam, and evaluate safety according to technical specifications, flood stress and stability, seismic safety, monitoring data analysis, numerical simulation. Numerical simulation mainly with finite element methods. So after the analysis, we achieved the results, and we get the results that the dam is not safe. The safety coefficient is too low compared with the new concrete dams. So we work out 3 solutions. One is reinforce and rehabilitation with impounded reservoir. So upstream, we seepage control by geomembrane or concrete impervious wall, dam grouting, heightening and thickening the dam body by 4 to 6 meters. Solution 2 is reinforce and rehabilitation after emptying the reservoirs. The solution 3 is building the new RCC dam and use the old one as a cover dam. So there's 3 solutions, but the investment is quite different. So for the solution 1, only 1 billion RMB is necessary. For the solution 2 is only 3 billion investment. For the solution 3, we need 10 billion. So finally, after so many analysis, the solution 3 is recommended and adopted. So this Fengman Dam has been removed, and we have built the new RCC dam. So here is the dam after the new dams. Here is the old dams, with only the buttress existed, and the old dam has been removed. Here is the new RCC dams. So this is one real analysis of the old dams in China. And for the ultra high dams, we also make the comparison work between different type of dams and to get the safety coefficient to guarantee the safety. So one issue is that due to some uncertain causes, crack occurs in super high concrete gravity dams and arch dams. Gravity dams and arch dams, if they are higher than 250 meters, so we have to very carefully to check the problems. It's quite different. So after so many projects investigation, we found that because of the high static pressure on the cracks, hydraulic friction may occur. It's urgent to properly model the propagation of cracks and high static pressure and put forward practical countermeasures. So that's the one problems investigated led by me, focus on the very high concrete dams. In China, we follow the non-tensile design criterion of concrete gravity dam. After compared with the USA, with Switzerland, we think it is not so safe. So we work out the water fraction design criterion to guarantee the gravity dam the safe. To achieve these goals, we have done a lot of lab model tests for concrete hydraulic friction simulation. One test is on zero stress state. So we got the formula for the hydraulic friction, so 2.7 megapascal. So that means if the tensile stress is too small, the hydraulic friction is easy to happen. And also we have done the FEM model for the hydraulic friction on the structures and also the dams. And also we work out the formula to evaluate the situation, whether or not it will be happen. So this is the model. This is the FEM model, and here is the hydraulic friction the analysis results. We also done the analysis for the ground Dixon. This dam designed not according to the non-tensile stress principle. It's adopted the similar way with double shaft in USSD for the dam section design. So that means it's much the dam section is much larger compared with Chinese the similar height of dam. But after investigation, we found that in some cases the hydraulic friction may occur also. So that's not the good principle for the design. So we have to investigate the hydraulic friction. For the arch dam with the very extra high height, and also we have checked the hydraulic friction problems based on the laboratory test results. So here is the result, the test and the simulation. And also we work out a new way to against the friction, water friction, to bear more than 3 megapascal water pressure. So that means the face with cracks, but the water cannot go in the concrete. So another way to improve the dam safety is the self-filter watertight system in the upstream, the lower part of the dam face. So we have worked on the system. Within this system, the water flow should be very less compared with the normal design. So here is the different design. This one is Coburn dams in Austria. So when there is a crack, the water pressure will penetrate the gallery, and the water will come. But with the new design of Chinese dams, even with the cracks, there is no penetration of the water pressure. So here is the example of the Xiaowan dam with the height of 294.5 meters high, and with this system to guarantee the safety of the rock of these parts, and to guarantee the safety of these parts of the dam for the water fracture problems. So this dam has been operated for several years with very low seepage. So the last part is the development in cemented material dams. So why propose cemented material dam? Embankment materials and concrete materials are the main materials for dam construction. Embankment materials are quite different from concrete materials. So the basic question is that is it possible to develop the new material between the two kinds of materials for dam construction? Is it possible to develop further the dam design theory based on the characteristics of these new materials? So this is the basic question. And this is why we put the new type of dams. So based on the RCC development of hard-fill dams, France, and the CSG dam in Japan, but they follow the principle of RCC. So I think we can, based on the new material and the new principle, to develop the cemented material dam. So in an economic way to build the safe dam against the overtopping, and it can be built for non-rock foundation. So usually for RCC dam and the concrete dams cannot build on the non-rock foundation. So at this moment, when we develop CMD, we will try to build CMD on non-rock foundation. So this is one difference. Another way is CMD should be the cost of CMD should be much less compared with RCC, compared with the hard-fill dam, compared with CSG. So this is the basic goal of the new type of the material, new type of the dams. So we can build them with cemented sand, gravel, and rock. We can build with cemented artificial sand and aggregate, cemented rock, cemented soil. So all of this material can be used to build the new type of dams. So this the shape of this kind of dam is similar to hard-fill dams, but the material, the construction procedure, and also the design principle is quite different. So we have to develop the CPG counter structure. We can use CVC for the face. We can use grotting vibrated CSGR with good performance. Anyway, the CPG can be controlled easily, and the stability can be guaranteed very easily. So even on the non-rock foundation. So why we can do construct the CMD? One basic point is that we can work out the minimum stress of the material. When we find the material parts, we can find the lowest points. Based on the lowest points, we can determine the dam section. So that means the dam is safety. With the digital system, we can optimize these parts to decrease the cost of the construction. So new design theory has been proposed to ensure the structure safety, and we have done a lot of analysis. We have contract many projects to test the safety, even on non-rock foundations. We can guarantee the dam safety. The coefficient is similar to the RCC gravity dams. And the digital equipment and construction technology has been developed to improve the quality control. Here is the mixture, and here is the surface of the new type of dam, and here is the situation for the construction, for the compacting, mixing to control with the digital. So if we can the mixing and the roller compacting can be digitally controlled, so we can do the we can work out expert system to be intelligent. Based on the practice, the technical guideline for cemented material dam has been issued in China, and in China, the highest CMD dam is 61.6 meters high, has been finished, this type of dam. And also a lot of dams lower than this has been built. And also deck has been built, cover dam has been built. All of the dams has been successfully, and for the quality and for the safety. Here is the example for the Shunjiangyan cover dam, overflow dams. Originally designed with concrete, but we built it with cemented material. Here is the figure, and here is the in operation. Here is the deck. The deck, we also with the cemented material dam. In this case, it can be overtopping. It can be safe during the overtopping. So here is the deck. Here is the construction procedure and wall stop, new design wall stop for the new type of deck. So this deck is built with cemented material. This deck built with the CFRD, but overtopping happened after overtopping. It has been filled, and this one is still safe, no problems, even on non-rock foundation. Here is another project is Jinsheng Dam with soft rock. In many dam sites, there is no reasonable rock, only with soft rock, whether or not the soft rock can be used. After investigation, the soft rock also can be used to build the dams. So this is the dam example. To use the soft rock, we have done a lot of investigation test with the different mixed design and the different materials used, and we have got the different strengths after the structural analysis, we can guarantee it is safe. Here is the situation in the dam site. We still can achieve compressive strength 90.9 to 10.7 megapound. That's big enough for the design. So the soft rock can be used. Here's the test for the sharing analysis, stability analysis, the parameters on the dam site with different way, even for the large rock with the with the cemented rock, sand, gravel, and rock mixed together, and for the after the in situ test, the safety can be guaranteed. So here's the situation. So we have for the cover dam with the dam height 57 meters high has been tested after overtopping, no problems. This is the first one, very old the cover dam in the year 1998. It's the cover dam of the RCC dam with the height of 35.5 meters high, 35.5 meters high, overtopped. The water height is 8 meters high. Maximum flow is 5,500 cubic meters per second. It's safe. So CMD dams can be used to against the overtopping failure, and with the quick construction, economic and environmental friendly way. So compared usually 10% or 20% cost can be saved compared with the RCC, the traditional way. So for so many dam sites, we can build this type of dam because it can be built on the non-rock foundation. So I could technical committee on cemented material dams. We need more dam engineers to join. And also Chinko, we work on the technical committee. And also we try the best, work together with the French engineers on cemented soil dams. A lot of tests has been made. But the main business is to build the deck with cemented soil and to investigate the safety, whether or not reliable to use the material. So all of the analysis is to test the reliability. So here is the overflow test for the cemented soil deck. So we work on the model to do the test. So here's the situation. So after 44 hours, no breaking. So for the cemented soil deck, it's really safe against the overtopping. So it's quite nice compared with the embankment, traditional embankment dams. So here is the dam site, the situation. And also at this moment, we work on another dike projects to try to do to use the cemented soil. So here is the liquid-filled silt. This part should be replaced with cemented soil. And this part can be built with the cemented soil. So it's the new type of deck. So at this moment, we are on the way to do the laboratory test, and the design haven't been determined. So this year, the next year, we want to finish the deck construction. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Jia.